All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music and more controversy and doing it in real time for a couple of real people out there just like you and just like me. So here's an album I've been promoting off and on. This is a mouthful to say. It's Rendezvous, but the gentleman who is kind of like the architect of the project, his name is Oz, O-Z. Middle name Haw, Hawe, last name Peterson, Peterr, or two R's or two S's, but it's Peterson, right? So it's Oz Haw Peterson. I think it's two S's, and it's his band called Rendezvous. So if you go look this up, there's a song that's fairly popular called Sacred Land, probably one of the singles. It's just a good track. I like it a lot. But anyway, been promoting this. It's really good AOR style music. A lot of Journey, a lot of Toto, maybe some Survivor in here. Just good stuff. And, if you want something new to listen to, if you can find it, this would be something to check out. I've been checking out a lot of news post-Trump assassination attempt. And there are some nasty characters in the music world. Tenacious D. I don't know if you know who Tenacious D are. It's actually two guys, Jack Black, the actor, the School of Rock guy, and this other dude named Kyle Gass. Now, apparently, Jack Black was doing something nice for Gass, and that's Gass, with more emphasis maybe on the last three letters. He actually was celebrating his birthday. And so Jack Black presented a cake for this guy, Kyle Gass, and told him to make a wish. This was on Sunday. And this is what Kyle Gass had to say. "Don't miss Trump the next time," referencing the assassination attempt on Trump. Then they go on to talk about, the guy who shot Trump, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who pierced the upper part of Trump's right ear. Again, if Trump turns his head slightly, he's a goner. Or actually, he turned his head at the exact moment that the bullet was supposed to hit, probably in the back of his skull. Jack Black, though, who is, I guess, very much aligned with Kyle Gass ideologically, has had enough of the hate speech. Even Jack Black. Yeah. So in a statement today, the School of Rock actor, who is 54 years old, said he was blindsided by bandmate Kyle Gass. Oh, man, I can't believe Kyle would say that. When he said, "Don't miss Trump the next time," during a Tenacious D show on Sunday. What is Tenacious D? If you're a patron, you're going to have to explain Tenacious D to me, all right? I checked out during the 90s. I know it started in the 90s, and apparently it's still going. Is it comedy? Is it actual music? I just doesn't look like anything I'd want to pursue, especially knowing what I know about what they believe in. Black also said he is ending the Tenacious D tour and pausing plans to continue working with Gass. "I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form," Black said. "After much reflection, I no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful to the fans for their support and understanding." So the fans of this duo, Tenacious D, they must believe the same stuff, because my guess is these guys have probably let their politics be known, especially since the band had announced a series of Rock D Vote shows. That's a little dig on the Tenacious D thing. And Rock the Vote, by the way, is an organization, a very left-wing organization, which tries to register a whole bunch of people who have no idea about anything, politically speaking, who are too young to make decisions for themselves, and many of whom are probably living in their parents' basements, but they're supposed to go out and vote and be super well informed about it. You know, if you don't have a full-time job, do you really care what the tax rate is? Probably not. So you'll vote for the thing that gives you the most benefits, right? And who most likely, or what takes, if it takes from one person to give to another person, someone who's earned their living and someone who hasn't earned their living. That's pretty much the goal of the whole rock the vote philosophy. And they care about what some would call reproductive issues, from what I remember. I remember all the advertising, and it's still out there. You know, they'll say, this is on the ballot, that's on the ballot. Well, it's probably on the ballot in the state you live in, so you better get educated on how to vote in your local elections in addition to voting for president. But this is kind of weird because Black is obviously a supporter here. It says he's a supporter of Biden, and he went viral in June after delivering a passionate speech for the president's re-election campaign at a fundraiser. Wearing American flag overalls, he said, "When democracy is at stake, Jack Black answers the call." Interesting. But when inflation is running out of control, when gas prices are high, when interest rates are high, when people have to choose between food and medicine, when there's a housing crisis in the country, people can't afford to buy houses, that's not important. Those things don't matter to Jack Black, because you see, when you're a rich Hollywood actor, you don't care about the middle class, the working class, flyover country. You hope they'll go to see your movies, right? Yeah. Let's watch School of Rock tonight. That's funny. It's funny. It's a good movie. I watched it. But you know, people have real concerns, and the elites in this country don't care about you. They do not care about you. Whether you like Donald Trump or not, at least in some way, he is talking about the issues that people care about. He's talking about, you know, bringing down gasoline prices. He's talking about lowering interest rates. He's talking about the things like safety and security, like the southern border. All right, Joe Biden has failed on the border. He's failed pretty much across the board. But yet Hollywood, the music community, the classic rock community, whatever you want to call this, the entertainment industrial complex, they're all in for more of this. More of this. This is like economic waterboarding. And yet we're going to just, yeah, it's cool. Democracy is on the ballot. You know what democracy is? When you go and vote and you elect the person you want to win. That's democracy. Trump isn't going to do anything to democracy. I've even seen what I would call very left of center news outlets begin to say things like, hey, Trump didn't like lock people up when he became president. He didn't do any of these things that you say he's going to do. And again, I'm not the biggest Donald Trump supporter on the planet, but this is starting to look really stupid to me. Like, do people care if prices are high? They like high prices. They like inflation. Those are good things. They like having two jobs because they can't afford just to work one job. I don't get it. I don't get it. So you don't like the guy's personality. It's weird because Trump came from the entertainment world. He's one of you guys. On social issues, he's not exactly a hard right guy. He's actually very moderate on social issues, but yet that's not enough. That's not enough. He's got to endorse everything that the Hollywood entertainment complex likes and wants, and the music industry. He's got to be all in for that. And yeah, he says crazy stuff. A lot of stuff he says is hyperbole. A lot of stuff he says is off the cuff. And you know what? At least he says things in mostly complete sentences. That's a plus. right? And so a lot of Americans are thinking to themselves, it's weird because these guys are saying, don't miss. Don't miss next time. I don't even like the guy. This is what's happening too. Like a guy like Kyle Gass, he's pushing people over with his rhetoric. He's saying this wacky, crazy, what he believes to be funny stuff. And most Americans are horrified. They're like, no, no, we don't like Trump and we don't want him to win. But you guys sound so unhinged that, maybe I'm going to go support the guy because I don't like your tribe anymore. Your tribe is supposed to be peaceful and decent and compassionate and all that stuff. And you guys are the least of those things. So anyway, sorry about the rant. There's a lot to unpack here, we got some music. Here it is again, Oz Haw Peterson's Rendezvous, courtesy of Pride and Joy Music. Go check out the Pride and Joy music catalog. If you can Google that, it'll come up, because it's not, you're not Googling to find out more information about JD Vance, and it takes you to every negative thing that has ever been said about JD Vance. If you if you Google Pride and Joy Music, it'll probably take you to their website, and then you can take a look at the CD, and you can order a copy of the CD for yourself. That's cool. In a world where you'll own nothing and be happy, at least you'll have some CDs like I do. So that's why I'm a hoarder, and I'm just hoarding all the CDs I can before the apocalypse. I want to just thank all the subscribers here, all the patrons. I am in need of patrons again. It's a thing, I guess I rub some people the wrong way, or they look at their statement at the end of the month and they go, oh, yeah, I need to buy groceries. Dave just told me that he paid $47 for 2 bags of groceries. So he's making the point that I need to cut back on some of these expenditures. But if you can do $1 a month, if you can do the buy me a coffee function, also YouTube memberships. I have some faithful YouTube members. They typically get early watching privileges. I don't know if that's a benefit or not, but they do get them. So again, if you want to sign up for that, I think it's $2.99. And I thank everyone really for just putting up with me in this channel. God bless everyone. Pray for peace. Pray for calm in our nation and around the world as we try to kind of navigate through this 2024. I told you it was going to be crazy. I wasn't the only one, though. I'm just, going with what I believe is very possible this year. And there's more to come. There's definitely more to come. Shooting at Trump, that's just, maybe the start of many more crazy events to happen. So I'm hoping I'm wrong. It'll be a lot easier if I'm wrong, but if I'm right, then you need to just be very, very aware of what's happening and to prepare. All right. So there you have it. God bless and see you soon.